In today's video, we will take a look at this impressive watch from an Australian watch company called Second Hour. The name of this model is Mandala Mk3. My name is Oleg, that right there is Mr. Bond, and we do watch reviews on this YouTube channel. Now, let's talk about the case and the dimensions of this timepiece. The case is made out of 316L stainless steel and it features a special coating up to 1200 Wickers in hardness, which makes this case a lot more scratch resistant as opposed to other cases without the coating. It's 40 millimeters in diameter, 47 millimeters from one lug to another. The lug width is 20 millimeters, and this watch is only about 10.7 millimeters in case height, including the crystal. The crystal on this watch is a flat piece of sapphire with AR coating, which gives some pretty good distortion angles. You also get another piece of sapphire with a screw down display case back, so you can admire the movement. This watch also features a screw down crown at the 3 o'clock position. It is signed with Second Hour logo. It's housed within these two crown guards, and the combination of a screw down crown and a screw down caseback gives this watch 100 meters of water resistance. The finishes on the watch are great. It's pretty much all satin finish with a few high polish highlights. You have the chamfered edges on the sides of the lugs. You also have a bit of a high polishing on the bezel, which all looks very sharp and plays with the light in a very interesting way. This model is priced at 920 Australian dollars, which is roughly 600 USD. It's not exactly a cheap watch, but it's not an overly expensive watch. It's kind of mid-range for a micro brand. Now, as far as the quality and how it feels in your hand, it does feel like a watch around $500, $600, $700. So overall, it's pretty solid and it has a nice sort of feel to it when you hold one in your hand. The dial is really where this watch stands out. There are a few different options available. You have the salmon pink dial version, which I think is the most popular one. There's also the mint green version that is featured in a lot of press materials. I went for this white dial version with blue accents. I think it's one of the more conservative ones out of the bunch, but I, for some reason, really like the design of this one. I specifically like how the date is integrated at the 6 o'clock position. It has a bit of a date frame around it with that blue border, which I think looks very sharp. I also really like these applied indexes and the highlights of 4, 8 and 12, so it kind of makes that almost like a Mercedes sign. And the finishing on the indexes and the finishing on the set of hands is very nice and shiny. It looks quite unique and it plays with the light in a very interesting manner. In some lighting conditions it looks dark blue, in others it just really shines. And the set of hands here have a very unique design. Both the hour and the minutes hand have this sort of open edge, which looks quite unique. I haven't really seen that sort of almost like a lobster claw design on many other watches. Now, of course, other than all of these accents, you also have the main portion of the dial that is done with this sort of mandala-like effect, which looks quite unique. I really like how it looks. I also like how the logo and the text mandala is integrated into this dial. A lot of times companies, to save money, would create like a little platform for the text and for the logo, which I think kind of cheapens the look. I'm glad that they were able to sort of integrate it into the actual texture of the dial. I think this watch is designed as your go anywhere, do anything type of a timepiece, and for that you need some pretty strong lume. Luckily, this one doesn't disappoint in that department. I think the lume is excellent, although if I were picky or if I had suggestions for the future versions, it would be cool to see the whole dial loomed. We've seen a few other watch companies do that, and I think on wide dial watches that looks exceptionally well. So it'd be cool to see Second Hour implement something like that in the future versions. As far as the bracelet options go, this one features a stainless steel bracelet with a 7-link construction and a dual finish. You have mostly satin finishes, except for the middle links, which are finished with a high polish. You also have a chamfered edge on the outer link. All of that looks pretty good. You use screws for resizing, and these are actually some pretty high quality screws because they don't go all the way through. You can only see them from one side, which is usually a sign of a more expensive watch. However, it's not all positives with this bracelet, even though it feels nice and solid, and I also like that sort of hinged first link, which makes the watch wear more comfortable on the wrist. The bracelet is a little bit too hefty because it doesn't taper at all. It stays 20 mil all across, which makes the watch wear more hefty on your wrist. It also makes the clasp quite large. We've seen these type of clasps on many other watches before, and maybe 5-6 years ago it was pretty common, but nowadays a lot of watch companies are moving towards smaller clasps just because they're a lot more comfortable, and also they create a slightly better balance on the wrist. This clasp is still of a really good quality. It features 2 pushers to open it. You also have that easy link adjustment. It adjusts quite well, but it is a little bit too bulky. So again, on the future versions, I would really love for them to sort of taper this bracelet and create a smaller clasp. On the other positive side of this bracelet, I do like that it has quick release pins, so you can easily swap this bracelet for something like a rubber strap or a NATO. As far as the fit on the wrist goes, I think this watch wears really well. A 40mm diameter for go anywhere, do anything type of a timepiece is very welcomed. It will fit majority of the wrists just fine. A 47mm lock-to-lock distance is also not too bad. On top of that, the bracelet does feature that hinged first link, so even if you have a bit of a smaller wrist, the watch shouldn't really overhang. The only complaint that I have with the fit is, again, this clasp. I think it's just a little bit too bulky for the overall design. Slimming down, tapering this bracelet and making a clasp smaller would really do wonders for the overall fit and the feel of this timepiece. As far as the movement of the watch goes, this one is powered by the Miyota 9 series movement, 9D15 to be exact. It's an automatic movement, of course, featuring 24 joules. It beats at 4 Hertz, and it comes with roughly 42 hours of power reserve. As far as the movement choice goes, I think it's a great option. The movement is not overly thick, that's why the watch can be slimmed down. It is also a very reliable and a pretty accurate movement. The only sort of negative with these movements is the fact that the rotor noise and vibrations can be quite loud, and in this watch you can definitely hear and feel it. Some watch cases kind of dampen that noise, but in this case specifically, the rotor noise and the vibration is pretty prominent. In general, I'm pretty impressed with this timepiece, and I'm impressed with what Second Hour was able to achieve in 2025. It is not easy to create a unique design and to give us their own specific design language. I think here with this Mandala watch, they have definitely achieved it. Are there improvements to be made? Yes, specifically with the bracelet, but other than that, I think this is a very solid offering. If you like the design and if you are looking for this type of a watch, well, now you have another option to consider. I appreciate you watching the video all the way until the end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this in the future, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this model. Do you have one in your collection? Are you thinking about picking one up? I always enjoy reading your comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.